Hey guys, it's Shari. I am a couple days late, not too bad. So this is catching up from mid-September, nope, mid-August through all of September. The yeah, because I had surgery and I wasn't sure how much stitching I was going to get done. But actually feeling really good about the surgery. Almost, almost back to normal. Just a little bit more to go. But look, I can lift my arm up. I can hold it up. Yes, arm is pretty good. Not completely 100% being able to reach behind myself. For the most part, back to normal, which is fantastic. Very little pain, feeling a-okay. I actually have stuff to remember to talk about. Oh, trying out a new speaker / microphone. We had a team retreat, which we'll talk about in a second. And my boss has this really cool noise canceling speaker microphone from Dell that she always comes through loud and clear on. Let me mute that. So I bought one of them and it so far has been working very well. I tested it before I did this and it came through loud and clear. So let me know if there is an issue. So let's see, life update. Travel stuff, been traveling a lot. I think, so I had surgery done, went to Chicago first, came back, had surgery. What else have I done since then? We had our team retreat because that was 2 weeks post-op. I was supposed to go to my appointment, but I had to postpone it because I had our work retreat. We went up to the hill country for a week at west of Kerrville. It is way out there. Anyway, it was beautiful. It was nice. It was really good to catch up with my whole team and share some best practices and stuff. And there's that. So then we got back from that, was home for a little bit, went down to my mom's last week. And did I go anywhere in between there? I don't think so. Back to San Antonio. But then mom had her final PET scan after her chemo was completed, and she is in full remission. So, yay, party. We actually went down, and my sister and I both went down last week and spent the weekend with her, 4 days, and had dessert first, and basically had a good time celebrating. Oh, let's see. This headed to Wisconsin next week for work, and I think that's pretty much it. It's Halloween. It's spooky season. Yay! Excited. All right, so let's see. What are we going to talk about? Stitching. Let's talk about fully finished objects first because I don't have them with me. I don't know if you can tell, I'm in San Antonio, backdrop in San Antonio. That's outside behind me. You can see the sun coming through, which is why the Claytons are closed. All right, I had 3 fully finished objects last month. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen them already. One was Lizzie Kate's Halloween ABCs or ABCs of Halloween. I put it on a like a tray that I painted black. It was just unfinished wood. And then I took some of these little guys are from the Chantal's 141 and I painted them with some sparkly black paint. Not that you can see the sparkles in that picture. So I got that one done. And then this is a really old Hocus Pocus that I did on 40 count linen, and it's a little crooked, but I was like done with it at that point. That one, and then I finished off my Stars and Stripes Forever. That's not focusing. There we go, maybe. And that is just on there with magnets, so I can take it off because I have a bunch of those Bent Creek long ones like that, so we can change it out. So FFOs. Now on to stitching. So in August, a smaller group of our San Antonio area stitchers decided to do kind of a stitch along that wasn't, I think I talked about it last time, wasn't really set in stone what you did. Snow cooling was one of them. I already had that one started and worked on that a good bit. But what I worked on since you last saw me was I started, I think it's called the Three Mermaids. Yes, the Three Mermaids. Okay. And this is what I got done. So I was pretty happy with progress on that. I think you can see the whole thing. And isn't that the coolest freaking little needle minder? Some of my stash acquisitions. It's a little bony flamingo. Spooky season, right? That is too cute. Got that at Leslie's at Under the Sea Fabrics. Alrighty, and then what else did I do? We had the Al Forest embroidery start along with reflections framing, and I know I'm gonna call over. Unfortunately, that's downstairs. I'm not running to go get it, but I'll show you a picture where it was. Let's see. I have a good picture of it. That guy. You guys have all seen it. It's been on my Instagram. And this, I can get to it, is where it is now. I'm closing in on another page finish. It's getting there. So you'll see that some more. And then of course we had lots of whips. I had my my new start into the Songbird Garden. What is it called? Songbird Garden series? Songbird Garden series, yes. From Cottage Garden Samplings. And for September, it was There's Beauty in Simplicity. This is on 32 Count Lugana and Spellbound from Under the Sea Fabrics. That is what I got done. Not much. But every stitch counts, right? And then after that, I worked on, oops, you may not have been able to hear any of that. I just realized that the bag was covering that. Cottage Garden Samplings. There's Beauty and Simplicity, just in case you couldn't hear it. Spellbound, 32 Count Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics. I already showed it to you. I think you can see it. I just don't think you can hear it. So pay attention. Can't cover it. And then I worked on, the touching all my whips. Let's see, the first one, I think these are still in order. Sorry if that bump. Moving my keyboard out of the way so I don't keep putting stuff on it. They are still in order. This one is from Welcome Bouquet by Leisure Arts Georgia Hernandez. And I was working on this guy right here called Southern Hospitality. I changed the colors up a smidge. And I have no idea what the name of this fabric is. It is a really old silk weaver, 32 count. Got the words? Yeah, they're done. So all I have left is the magnolia blossoms and my little bunny rabbits upside down. So I got that one done. This one, so I might as well say it now. So part of plans, which we'll get to in a minute, is the next 2 months, we do this every year, are Whips Be Gone 2023. And this is one of the ones that I'm putting in the Whips Be Gone pile. So let's go over there. The hummingbird from Al Forest is also in that pile, which is part of the reason it's upstairs. What was next after that was this beautiful and this one's the one I'm doing. Do Small Things with Great Love. Timeless Wisdom. You see, it came from Hobby Lobby. Who knows how long ago? Quite some time on Earth. And this is just on black Lugana balloon. That's a 28, but I think it's 28. Might be 32. Who knows? So I actually got quite a bit done. The only piece on here that is the variegated floss, and I forget which number it is, 415, is this. The actual border is variegated. The rest of this is just done in the ombre effect with regular DMC. Pretty happy with my progress on that one. All the gloss in there with it. That one is not going in the books to be gone file. I don't think there's anywhere else that's not quite a bit. Next up was Echo by Alexandra Adelaide Needle. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's pick up. Looks like a giant snowflake, right? Except it's purple. Those are the one takes 3 colors. And those are the 3 colors. And this is just on a white or Ghana. So does it have a color? That thing came off. It's in the bag. It says 28 count opal Lugana white. So there it is. Although the 6 more cream colors, and none of them looking at next to the white paper. And I got quite a bit done on that center section. Pretty happy with it. And of course, a lot of the stuff I did, I only had like an hour a day, maybe, to stitch in the evenings while we were on our work retreat. So not a lot was getting done that weekend for that. This one I definitely worked on while I was on retreat. We had fun. Next one up was this really cool pattern called Four with these heart tribal blue. Tribal blue heart, something like that, from Ludivine Creations on Etsy. I don't even know if they still like this, so here's what it is. And I realized when I was stitching on this that I picked the wrong color for the when I started it, and so I'm just gonna have to switch those 2 colors and it'll be fine. So it is what it is. I had a very, and this is just on 18 count Ada that I was using up out of my stash. Very small. This was started as a mania project and very small amount of stitching originally done. I mean, there was literally like this much, and then I added this little bit in the hour and 2 evenings that I stitched on it. And there's only 4 colors in this one. But yes, I picked the wrong color to begin with. I think it was supposed to be this. And then that's okay. We'll just switch those 2 out and it'll be fine. Because, they both have different places to be in the pattern. So, yeah, it'll be all right. Personalization, right? Next up, I love this pattern, is Bubbles by Ursula Michael. Also an imagination set. I believe it's still available, and I'm throwing floss at myself. Okay, right there. With the glare off. I always forget that everybody tells me, hold it up longer, you go too fast. And my floss gonna come flying out of here at me. And this is on, I think, 28 count Monaco. And actually got a little bit more done on that one. Pretty happy with that. Because before, I think I only had the gray and this little piece right there done. So all of that other stuff is had gone. And then, oh, this one's a little. We have, yes, Christmas sampler. This is the first Christmas sampler, not the second one. I have that one. I just haven't started it. Cottage garden samplings, Christmas sampler. Yeah, that one's hard to see. It's not a great picture. I think I picked a not great color to put that on. That or it's overexposed. I'm doing this on, I think this is 32 count. No, 28, 32, I don't know. Irish linen. I believe that's what it's called. And that is where I'm at. Very cute. And it uses, usually they're all gassed. Yeah, gassed. All the fun, pretty Christmas colors. It's funny. I don't think about that. Older Cottage garden sampling patterns call for gassed. Newer ones call for weak sours. Interesting. I have to say I prefer gassed over weak sours. Weak sours to me, I think it shreds too easily. Next up, and by this point, I've been back home for a little bit, I think. I think I've stitched, that was the last thing I stitched when we were in San Antonio before we went back to the. This one is big. It's called Christmas House. It's out of a magazine. So tell me which one. September, October 1994. So it's an oldie. And this is, I don't know if you can tell from that, but it is layered. You have one piece of linen outside and one piece of linen for the inside. And then you do all of the, can't reach it around it the right way, all of the cut work to make the stuff show through. And so I am still working on the piece that goes behind. And I believe this is this one 36 count and the other piece is 25? Yes, the white is 36 count and then the platinum double in linen for the outside is 25 count. So I had, where I started at, what I had done was the candle that goes in the upper window. And yes, that is gold metallic. Somebody asked me if that was metallic. That's exactly what that is. You can kind of see the sparkle. And then I got started on the Christmas tree. I got quite a bit done on the Christmas tree. There's a lot of greens in that Christmas tree. Oh, focus. There we go. A lot of green for that Christmas tree. So that's all the stuff for the Christmas tree. Well, not for the ornaments. I didn't pull those back yet. I was in a hurry trying to pack all the stuff up quickly because I didn't know how long I was going to be gone. That one was still me trying to touch all of my whips. I'm going to be going through them from their start, from in the order that they were started. And this one is Inspiring Creation. It's called Music Note Silhouette. Sorry, all the flosses in the front. Stuff in the back. It looks like that. I'm assuming these are still on her website. I don't know. But I have several of the silhouette ones that you'll see coming up as I go through my whips. And this one is on a beautiful fabric called Elsa by Chromatic Alchemy. And I wish I knew how to make that effect. I think they do it with shaving cream. It's beautiful. But let's go to that thing. This one is a potential for Whips Be Gone. But it's not really huge. It's not a big pattern. So if I finish some of the other things that I have on there, I really want to get some of my Christmas ornaments done this year. That I started last year during, well, I started those in Jingle Ball. Well, I started some of it during Jingle Ball. I did like the first 12 days of December. I did. No, Tuesday. And I'd like to finish some of those up. I did finish one of them last year, maybe two. I don't remember. But I would like to get more of those done. And so that's a lot of what is in my Whips Be Gone. Next up is a Mill Hill Quest. This one is called Winter Whimsy. As you can see, I got that baby on clearance. I'll snatch those things up. We're back when Hobby Lobby used to carry cool stuff in the cross-stitch department, which they don't really anymore. And let's see. You can actually see it. Got quite a bit done. Before, I'd only had the white and the blue done here. So I've added in, I think I did, I don't think I had the yellow in there. So I added that in, and then all of the border is new as well. That border is very repetitive, but it's not exactly the same all the way around. So you had to pay attention because it has like pieces where trees branch out into it. See the little, maybe tree limbs that branch out into it. So it's a little funky, but I was pretty happy with that progress. Going pretty quickly. And then we did, oh, I love this one. More Halloween stuff. Good stuff. Get out of here. Oh, stash acquisitions. When I was over at Leslie's, I found this cool bag. You know, that's like tarot cards. I think that's what they are. Yes. Nice bag. I don't even know who made it. Does it have a label on it? I don't think it has a label on it. But it had to come home with me. This one was from Curie. This was a freebie from several years ago. All rest in pieces. Love that gargoyle. Plus, I'm using ink for black. I don't remember the name of the fabric. I want to say this is a Fabrics by Stephanie. Pretty sure. That is where I got to. That gives you a nice rest to do all one color stitching like that. Just makes it a little bit easier, especially with all the color stitching I was doing on that border for the Mill Hill kit. Zippers on the other side. And then where are we at? Next, more Halloween. This one was made by my former employee, who's since passed away. She was fantastic. But Funny Creek Bewitched, doing this cute little moon cat in the moon. I think that's what it's called, cat in the moon. Right? It's freaking adorable. Can you see how cute he is? Does it have a bigger picture? It does not have a bigger picture. This size is snap because he's going to be part of Whips Be Gone as well. Oh, I still have my reds here because I'm outlining him as I go. So the little kitty cat is all done except for finishing the back stitch around his tail because I've got to fill all this in first. And instead of using, I forget what it called for, glisten gloss, that was it. I hate glisten gloss. It's too flimsy. Instead of using that mixed with white thread, I am using DMC Diamant, the white. Can you tell that that's white sparkly? Yeah, kind of. Gotcha. And so that will be the white going in instead of the just white gloss with glisten gloss. And it doesn't really take that many colors. It's got 3 colors of blue, and then the white with the glisten gloss and the black, which is done, and then beads. It's so cute. Can't wait to finish up. Here's thinking. Oops, I forgot to put the pattern back in there with it. Might need that. Just need that one. Let's see. I was trying to make a different pile for the ones that are going to Whips Be Gone. There we go. That'll be good. More Halloween. Another Mill Hill kit. What? buttons and beads called Moonstruck. Pretty kitty. And these things just, the colors do not do, the pictures don't do it justice. Behind it, oops, that's sideways. Just, I mean, look at that, how bright that pink is. That pink is fantastic, right? I still have a couple more lines of black to do on this side. It's not quite to the side, but this is to the edge and to the bottom. I love that pink. It's going to be so cute. Let's see what came next. Ooh, good stuff. I know I keep saying that, right? See, I love all my whips. All of them. I would never Fitbit charger. Get that out of the bag. Would never think of retiring and did retire one. But this, I mean, that's part of the reason I'm doing this, doing the touching on my lips is because if I'm not in love with something anymore, it's going bye-bye. This one is Savannah's Curtsy from Mirabilia. You have to look really close to see it's a young lady with her head kind of turned down, but it's beautiful. Lots of colors. And this is also in a vintage silk weaver fabric. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I was really happy with the amount of progress I got on this one this time. I got all of her bow filled in, and let's see if I can get it to, there you go. A bunch of dress, bunch dress. I started a little bit of the Krennic. That's kind of a bronzy coppery Krennic. And I forgot one color. I don't know how I missed it, but there's a little strip in there and there. I didn't have the color in the bag. So, is what it is. I'll get it next time. That or I scavenged it for another project. It's quite possible. And then last but not least, on the 1st of October, because it is October 4th. I don't think I said that. Last but not least, stitching up to this point was my Garden Samplings Songbird series on number 10. And that is Sting for Joy. Trying to get the glare off. There we go. And this is, yeah, see, these don't call for Weeks by Works. All the different Weeks by Works in there. I wonder what they changed. Because I definitely love gas better than Weeks by Works. This is on 32 count of Organa in Aventurine by the Stitch Me. Hope I'm saying that right. Aventurine. And I did not get a whole lot done because I was busy trying to get stuff packed up to come to San Antonio and get other stuff done and get started on Whipsby gone. So it's really light. That's Peach Buzz. That's actually the name of the color, Peach Buzz. I think it picks up better from that angle. Maybe. Anyway, 2 colors in it so far. But they'll be beautiful. And that is everything I've stitched on. Well, not everything. I got one more thing actually. Yes. Okay. Everything I've stitched on basically since I talked to you last. Got one more here on my desk downstairs. That was my my phone call project. It's typically my first project, but that's what I had up here at that point. And it's my little Hill chalkboard Christmas. And actually I've gotten quite a bit done on this, just working on it, either in the car or whenever. And I'm started on beads today and doing the letters. So turning out pretty cute. But yeah, that will sit on my desk this week while I'm working. And if I have time to stitch on it during the phone calls, I will do that. All right. So other things that I've been stitching on. Oldest whip, still trying to do the 25/7. It's not happening a lot because I'm not at home a lot. But my The Last Supper I have gotten quite a bit more back stitching done, and it's so detailed. The back stitching on this thing is so freaking detailed, and trying to make sure you don't miss any of it. It's very difficult because it's a color chart, and it would be so much easier if they used a color that kind of represented the color, or used, like, they have two different colors for the same floss. One of them is one strand, one of them is two strands. Okay, so why don't you use the same color and like put dashes and solid or something? I don't know. Anyway, the backstitching instructions are confusing because some of the colors that they chose are so similar that when it's backdropped against another color on this color chart, it's hard to tell the difference. There's like 3 different blues for the backstitch. I'm like, oh, whoever bright idea this was, it was not good. There are so many more colors you could have picked. But anyway, long story short, the backstitching on that page is almost done. All right, haul. Not a lot of stuff. Got a couple of things from Leslie's, a couple of different patterns. Waiting for some other stuff to come in. I need to go over there one day this week while I'm up here. Got a couple of things from 1 2 3 Stitch. Can't wait for my spooky box to come. Very excited about that. But of course, I didn't bring any of it with me, so you don't get to see it. So plans. What are my plans? Whips Be Gone 2023. That's my plans for all of October and November. I have my list of things that I want to finish. The Last Supper, page finish. So if I finish the backstitch on that page, that'll be one of my Whips Be Gone projects. I'm going to finish Hummingbird, the Al Forst embroidered Hummingbird. Chalkboard Christmas, that's going to be a finish. The Seasons in Chalk Art Winter, I don't have it with me, but I know you've seen it before. That's the HOD and Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla combo. Gather Butterflies from HOD. I'm way behind on that whole series. Excuse me. I am way behind on that whole series. I've already gotten the ones for the winter and opened the package, and basically that was it. Home Crazy Home by Dimensions. That one should be an easy finish. And then I have several of my ornaments, and I'm reading them off of my list here. Toyland Sleigh, Vintage Sleigh, Celestial Sleigh, Holiday Flamingo Ornament, and Hungarian Folk Art number 3. That's the one that's the Christmas tree. And I got really close to finishing that one last year. So I'm 99.9% sure I can get it done this year. I would love to get all those done. And I think I can. I mean, a lot of them are small. And the ornaments, I got a lot done on those because it was the holidays and I wasn't doing much. And when I say on the Gather Butterflies, I'm just talking about that one piece that says Gather Butterflies. And then I even have some backup projects in case I do finish them all. Russian windows, I would love to get that done if I can get to it. That one, I've been working on it. I think I've worked on the last 2 Whips Be Gone, and I still haven't gotten it quite done. Music Note Silhouette, which I showed you earlier. Good Tidings by not Bent Creek. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. Wedding Row is by Bent Creek. Bent Creek, I can talk. My next part on the old linen and thread style that I have, that's the really gigantor one. Hang on, let me find it. Drawn Thread, that's who makes it. Duh. Could not think of that freaking name. That guy. I don't know that I could get it done, but I could get a lot done on it. It's not too bad. And then the linen and thread style. See if I can find it real quick. There it is. The 2017 Mystery Sampler. This guy. I've got a lot more done than that on it. That was through part 3. That was just the picture that I think that's when I finally decided to start it, was in March. Or I started in April 5th. I think but I haven't looked at it. I think I am either almost done with May or I had just finished the May section. And then the one after that is actually not that big. It's like just one of the little bands. So I think I could get the next segment done on that. And then I have, as a reward to myself, if I finish my first list, is I'm going to do a new start on 30, is it 30 Amy? I think that's right. The bullshit, not my pasture, not my bullshit. I love that. So that's where we're at. I think that is everything. You know, I always forget to start these things with a nice introduction. So, hey, I'm Shari. I think I said that, but I don't say it enough, but thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for comments, all those good things, all the likes, whatever you want to call them. Don't feel that you have to comment on anything. You know, this is supposed to be, I guess, just a record of everything that I finished. That's what I use Instagram for more than anything. I will say that I'm probably the worst lost tuber in the world. I don't document anything in the drop down unless it is something very, very specific. If you have a question, don't hesitate. You know, I will answer every question that you put in the chat. That you put in the comments. But I'm not one to comment on everything where to say, you know, great video, great progress, whatever. I'm going to heart it. You know, yes, I read it. Absolutely. I read every single thing, but I'm in the world where everybody responds to emails all the time. And I deal with an average of probably, we actually figured it out one year. Counting 365 days is what I just divided it by, an average of 350 emails a day. So take out the weekends and the days off and all that stuff. Let that go through your head. So I am of the mind, I don't ever reply all unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't make more messages in my world if I don't have to, because so many people do. And, you know, teaching people that skill, how to BCC people so that they can't reply all, that's important. That's good information. Oh, my frosty bitchy nose is going. Actually, it's eczema, but okay. Oh my gosh, I have to share something with y'all. So my boss, who came out to Texas for our retreat, bought each of us a cute little gift, and you can get it on Amazon. It's a dumpster fire with little oh, they're not Post-it notes, just little notes. Little thing, little box. So that love stinks. I love garbage people. It says, attention, go ahead, play on or around. I can't read this one. What does it say? Save trash pandas. Notice, do not block or else, no mattresses, maximum load level, no fire, and post no bills, city dump day camp. It stinks. City dump day camp, it stinks. And then the other side can be used to put pencils and pens in. And my daughter was so funny. She pulled all of my yellow and orange pens and highlighters and had them all stuck in there to go with the fire. I thought that was kind of funny, but it is adorable. So everybody needs a dumpster fire pen and note set. Good stuff, right? Can't think of anything else. Again, good to see y'all. So glad my shoulder didn't really get jacked up so I could stitch all the day, all the things. Too many things going on. I did not add any clothing to What's Be Gone this year. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And I should have. But I do notice that with that, you know, when you quilt, it seems like your shoulders are always up. I have noticed that my that does tend to wear my shoulder out quite a bit. So I think I will hold off a little bit on that. I had done one quilt block not long ago and my shoulders were sore. My shoulder was sore for probably 2 days after that. Now, good news though, on the shoulder, I actually swung a golf club the other day and it didn't kill me. So I'll be back in the golf course in no time. I'm kidding. The doc said it'll probably take me 8 weeks before I'm fully back to normal, and we're at 5 right now. So it won't be long. I'll be back. So again, thank you guys. I will talk to y'all soon. Keep up with me on Instagram. You'll see it at the end of the thing. And I'll see you next time.